Hello, everybody. This is me, Martel. This time around, just me. No mention anybody, not even mention anything, but just a compelling topic for today. I didn't sleep at all night. Was drinking. And me and my cousin was just drinking beer and all that, but nonetheless, what factors is something that was really hit to me while I made the video last night. I've been pondering this, so I couldn't sleep at all due to insomnia. No lie. And that is deep down yourself. What do you have that's really deep down inside oneself, And that's kind of hard, And I've been struggling to come to terms with that too, And that kind of, I guess, reflecting back what I was saying, being tuned. A lot of people can be true to themselves, like myself. But a lot of people ain't tuned with themselves, And I guess it's just a audio broadcast, because, well, I don't feel like showing myself right now. Excuse me. The reason I guess I make this video, excuse me, 7:30 in the morning and all that. I had a bad kink in my neck. And I want to make a video topic too. It's like, besides deep down inside, the people who's most open, spontaneous, people who want to talk to me, other than you all and all that, are foreigners, Foreigner, cab drivers, old people here and there. It's like socializing, My apologies, my alarm going off once again. And this is just the mind of an insomniac, It's kind of weird for once, to look deep down yourself, I don't feel like getting up. Too lazy. Too tired. Can't sleep. I probably sleep fully when I get inside the cab, going to physical therapy and all that, And that's one thing that's kind of like forces me to be just like look deep down inside, I know I know I'm talented, but not to come off like crude or rude or arrogant, anything, that's not my style. But injury kind of teach me something really about something, you can't always rely and depend on people, and especially as a black man in America, you get very limited opportunities, little opportunities, And I had to think this way too, even on my business account, because due to injury, I can't work, so I had to think of other ways to improvise. Although I didn't make much, but it's a good start, what I'm saying? And I wanted to just say, you gotta look deep down in yourself, and that's a lot of things I have a hard time to. Besides self-reflection, self-doubt sometimes, self-hatred, I'm determined to definitely better myself day in, day out, but nobody ain't perfect. None of us ain't perfect, We all falling short, what I'm saying? And this ain't me being a moral police or anything. It's just speaking of life sometimes, And I really listen to fairy tales. I want to say that I'm surprised to even be here, I'm surprised I don't have felonies or records or anything. I'm working hard at school. I'm working hard recording music for y'all, also for myself, just so therapy release too. Just to get it out there, And I've been working hard constantly for years, just trying to work on something, just give me a release, a proper way to express myself with creativity, And music is my well, what I'm saying? You deep digging from, also my way to express myself that I could never express myself properly, And I had to thank music overall to keep me sane, I guess it's too, it doesn't matter how many therapists I see, they're just plastic people. There's no different than listening to a politician, what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people say, just go speak to a therapist and all that. I've been forced to see therapists most of my whole entire life, and I hated it. I don't like dealing with fake people, what I'm saying? And end up in debt. So that's a double whammy. Not only are you dealing with fake people, you also deal with people that throw your ass in debt. And that cost me. You know what I'm saying? That's costly too, you know what I'm saying? Just to see somebody, I'm still coming home miserable, mad, or whatever I'm feeling. Now I'm coming home with a debt. I'm coming home with a bill. I'm sorry, I'm not coming home alone. I'm coming home with a bill. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I'm coming home to is bills. You know, but I realize, you know, especially in America, let's just be real, you know, it's really hard to be a man sometimes, you know. You're not allowed to express yourself. You've been probably censored. If you say anything, you'll be tackled down the hill, you know. You'll be blackballed, censored, you know. So you forced to play politics despite I hated it, you know. And now I'm dwelling a little bit. That's how I run the topic, rail down from within, you know. A lot of us really don't really like ourselves, you know what I'm saying? I'm to speak this time in third person view or something, a fourth person view, whatever. And then I'm really realizing, slowly starting to like value myself. You know, it took me some decades to really, you know, learn how to heal. And a lot of times I didn't know how to really heal properly, you know. And that's, again, I was saying that I was raised with, well, men. I was raised with wolves, you know. I was raised with brutal, well, just savages and degenerates, you know. But it made me actually minds a lot of factors. As a pride, I didn't end up like those, you know, despite I was raised by a lot of them. I'm not disrespectful. I'm not coming up conceited or judgmental type anything. Just saying for what it is, you know. I guess drilling deep down inside, that's a beast. That is a straight up beast of itself, you know. It's in yourself, you know, of yourself, you know. It's always kind of funny we've been knowing ourselves. It took me a year when I'm promoting my business account and all to really realize I gotta start valuing myself, start promoting myself. Because after injury back in November of last year to now, which I'm very thankful to be recovering, it's still painful, bro. You know, not able to work anything, you're losing money, anything, you're losing so much amount of money. And I had quit my job, quit a toxic job, you know what I'm saying? I just realized at 32, dealing with an injury, with a foot injury, that I realized I can't always rely and depend on people, you know? So you just gotta look deep down in yourself, you know? Especially in America, they always taught you of self-independence and all that. Which that's funny in third world countries, you know, communities, everything. But here in America, it's like, that don't even matter. Family don't have no important value. You know, one person said this still profound to this day. The nuclear family got nuked, you know. I guess I have been rambling on for too long, you know. I try to come up with something different here and there, but I think dwelling deep down inside is a good one. You know, we never really look at ourselves as a star player. I remember Cat Williams would say, but we always hate our star player. We hate ourselves, you know. And ironically, you know, he did with a lot of self-hatred for being, well, no disrespect, for dealing with dwarfism, you know. Him and Kevin Hart, no disrespect, anything. You know, that is a disability, you know what I'm saying? But use it to your advantage, you know. And that's something I'm always trying to be mindful of, you know, people with disabilities are being taken advantage of and face a lot of disadvantage, you know. And I admit at times I was ashamed growing up. I admit of being ashamed. Sometimes coming out at times, being dealing with disability or so forth. You know, growing up, it took me a lot of shame to really realize that it's okay that you could now heal. You know, and a lot of it I didn't want to face it. You know, because that look is weak. You know, especially in men in America, a black man. You know, you got to be presented in such a way, it's baffling, you know what I'm saying? You know, question your masculinity, you know, that you didn't hear in America media nonsense, social media nonsense of toxic masculinity. So men don't even know who their true selves is, you know? And I didn't happier, bro, about this one. There's something I didn't mention. I wasn't trying to tag anybody, but this one actually gotta mention that we're not knowing our true self at times. And that is true. We're not knowing who we are on the inside. Why do we doubt ourselves? Why do we doubt our star player, you know? You know, And said something that's pretty profound with one of the people I know. You know, you have so much potential, but not realize it. If you only recognize your potential sooner in life, you know. And that's kind of hard. And I'm thinking about that too. Know my own potential, you know. I kind of look at this kind of like sayings, like from Dragon Ball and all that. If you know your hidden potential, bring it out, you know. So it comes from within, you know. It took me decades just to really realize that, you know, especially I didn't have, you know, especially being around them, but, you know, my dad, my uncle, my pastor. It was some positive male reinforcement. There's also some negative reinforcement. I have a healthy male to positive negative male ratio. But I kind of missed some just a few days ago, I think. Excuse me. Not having a healthy female ratio is very important. I realized I was so imbalanced so much in my life. When my mother had passed, like I said prior, you know, I lost the connection forever to know what was or supposed to know what a good woman's like. So I guess I add this picture here as a direct follow-up as my word. You know, I added this picture here. What's the last time you heard, let's see, black men actually know what a good woman is like? And sad to say that's actually true. You know, and sad to say, being around, I'm gonna be real, growing up with negative female perceptions. I mean, living around me, that is. I'm not, this ain't based off the media, social media. This is literally from my upbringing, dealing with, sad to say, women around me or even my family were not good. This ain't me coming off no conceited, no disrespectful, slanderous tip, anything. Just being modest, you know what I'm saying? Just in case any feminists get mad, you know? You live and you learn, you know? Now, I know that's wrong, you know what I'm saying? But growing up, that's how I saw it. You know, FD bros, strew her, do her, and toss her to the sewers. You know? That's how I really was raised like that, you know? I wasn't raised to be, you know, vulnerable, cause, you know, or be understanding, because that's looked as weak, you know? But I guess I go against the norms, you know? You know, that's not normal, special raised with, sad to say, with men, you know? You gotta hunt, you gotta go for the kill. You cannot be weak. If you're weak, you die, you know? And I understand that mentality to that degree, because I was raised on it. You know, but now you break the program. It took years of programming. Maybe it could be some psychological to physical abuse, you know what I'm saying? The mold, you know, they say it's generational curse been passed on to the family. Let's say dysfunction passed on, alcoholism passed on, divorce, single parent household, and so forth, or diseases, you know? And I really realized I didn't have a healthy structure, you know? But, you know, it took painful decades of losing parents and losing close ones and tragic events, traumatic events. I get to come out clean, you know? And I'm learning that too as time go on. Well, I'm thirsty. You know, and I try to be modest and mindful of things. So I had to learn everything on my own, you know. Excuse me for a moment. Yeah, dealing with the mind of insomnia. My mind always never sleeps, you know. Sun's always on my mind, you know. Sometimes the mind of insomnia. I'm always trying to find who I am, you know. I'm literally like this all my life, you know. And a lot of it, I didn't have healthy outlets or healthy ways to cope, you know. That's what the music and video games and making videos help keep me sane, you know. You know, kept me out of prison, you know. Yeah, destroyed my social life, you know. My social life, that's worth much love of it, but, you know, I try to be sociable. You know, but here's the problem I have with social media as a whole. It's just an illusion. It's not really socializing, you know? It's an illusion, you know? And it comes to painful terms with that, you know? Dig deep from within, you know? Dig deep from within. And that's a poor way of coping, you know? It's using social media, but it comes with a gift and also comes with a curse, you know? Outside social media, I'm literally nobody, you know what I'm saying? Besides I'm working hard in school and all, they were like socially, I'm a social nobody. I try to socialize with people, but if you don't have connections or the means and so forth, or money, and if you ain't impressing people, and if you ain't keep up with the Joseph mentality, or keeping up with politics and, you know, manipulators and all that, I'm not interested, you know? But I always try and find myself ways to be interesting and keep you guys interested, you know? You know, that's all I guess it's for what it is. Thank y'all for watching.